Hey, that's
empathy enjoyer. Debate topic. Some tattoos should be job stoppers. I found out my doc had a Why So Serious tattoo. Oh, if I found my doc had a Why So Serious tattoo, I'd want him fired. You know, you bring up a good point. I think some tattoos are very scary and might give indication that someone is a certain way. If my surgeon had a Why So Serious Joker tattoo on his chest and I didn't know about it, it's all good. If he said like, check this shit out, and then like revealed it, then I'd be worried. I think there's probably a lot of surgeons, there's a lot of pilots out there. Why are you seeing the surgeon's chest? Oh, because he showed it to me. There's a lot of people out there that you put your life in their hands and they got loads of cringe under the hood. And some people need that exposure to cringe for them to truly understand it, right? Oh, perfect example of this. There were some pilots that were like kind of reprimanded a little bit because they were meowing and woofing at each other over the radio. Yeah, pilots caught meowing and barking in air traffic control audio. So like, hey, I'm sure they're doing a lot of meowing and woofing in their free time. They might be furries. But as soon as they revealed it to the public, now we have to question everything. Because they're willing to risk your life and my life by doing some meows and some woofs. Get furries out of the sky, that's what I'm saying. I'll show you. This is still debate, by the way. This guy seems to think that it's a problem having these tattoos, but I'm telling you right now, it's not a problem unless you make it someone's problem.
Some noise over the radio. I don't know. What do you call it?
Meow. Meow. You guys you need to be professional pilots. Meow, 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 meow. This is why you're still flying RJ.
Okay, so they're meowing, they're barking, air traffic control having to remind.
Easily 10% of the workforce? I think more. Yeah. I mean, if you see the furry conventions, if you watch the furry conventions and people are telling you their jobs, like what they do, they all say like high level shit. A lot of engineers, pilots, doctors who work on missiles and rockets and shit. This is why you're still flying RJ? Yeah, exactly. I did like that, Xander.
Be professional. When we asked the FAA about this, they said they investigate all situations where pilots may have violated any regulation. Let's bring in Tom Costello. First of all, lot of thoughts here. I'm not going to give my takes, but let's just say, number one.
Lot of thoughts? I don't know. I only have like one or two thoughts. Let's be real.
RJ means what? Regional jets?
Regional jet.
That was like a dig then, right? The air traffic controller is basically saying, your antics are why you're not hitting the big league.
That's right.
It's sort of
and they're okay with that. They're okay with that.
Weird and funny, but also, is it
Guess a lot of poor people aren't going to spend $30K on a fursuit? That makes sense.
not kind of dangerous too to be tying up the traffic with
Listen,
this?
I'll give you my opinion. I think it's outrageous. I think it's juvenile. A bunch of 12-year-olds. I mean, up there on a radio. By the way, they were on frequency 121.50. That's the Guard emergency channel. You're supposed to have it on all the time.
Okay, so fucking fire them. Get them out of there. Make an example out of them. This guy has no whimsy. Yeah.
Time, right? And only on it, only talking when you have an emergency. Apparently, this kind of, I'll say it, juvenile, stupid behavior has been going on for more than 20 years, in which pilots out over the ocean, usually, for some...
Okay, so let's be real. The furries are getting targeted in this case, right? Because it's obvious to identify barks and meows as juvenile and inappropriate, as he puts it. But let's be real. There's probably a lot of old men like him. They're probably saying all sorts of weird shit. Probably like maybe like flirting with other pilots on the emergency line. Probably like joking about all sorts of weirdo shit, but they have the ability to say, oh, that was about something else. You can't really argue the barking and the woofing as being necessary. I don't know. I trust the furry pilots because if they crash, we lose 70% of our high-level STEM people when they try to fly to FurCon. I don't get it.
For some reason are getting into this meow meow bark bark thing, and it may have some connection to a movie 20 years ago that I don't even know, but professional pilots find it outrageous.
Well, that's so interesting. So I was going to ask.
Nah, old freaking farts find it outrageous.
Like, why the meowing and the barking? Is it like a thing in the pilot community? Maybe, kind of?
Everybody I've talked to about this say they don't get it. It's dumb, it's stupid, and it is disrespectful Reagan airspace, we just lost 67 people last year in a crash at Reagan. And of course, communication or the trouble communicating was determined to be one of the factors, not the deciding factor. Now, the question is, who was it?
Well, I mean, oh, God, man. All my friends said this is stupid. Well, it's just interesting, right? Because it's visible to us. Whereas, like, all of the, you know, very serious jobs that do put people's life at risk and all of this, like, there's a lot of people who are fucking around all the time. We just can't see it. This is probably, like, it probably is pretty low on the totem pole of things that need to be addressed. It's just that we can see it. When can we look forward to the iDubbbz Master Debater Take Maxing University? Oh, I'll introduce that soon. It's also going to be free, which is pretty good. You know, this is like, how old am I? 36 years of debating experience condensed to a 5-week course.
And I asked the FAA, I've asked pilots, is there any way to triangulate this?
Yeah.
Can you go back and figure out who was actually speaking? And the answer is, we don't think so.
Here, I thought, okay, so they would be fired if they knew, or they would be reprimanded in some way if they knew who did it, but they don't know who did it? I didn't know that. Here's the thing. Furries aren't going to crash an aircraft because they got $10,000 in YIF comms waiting for them at the end of the week. I don't know your references, guys. I don't know what the hell that is even. I don't get the joke at all. Don't YIF their yum? What's YIF? What's the best hero shooter? Team Fortress 2. Is that a hero shooter?
By the way, there's a rule. Here's the Delta. Delta is saying that we continue to investigate. We cannot authenticate any details of the exchange, including whether a Delta or Delta Connection regional flight may have been involved, but we expect pilots will always conduct themselves professionally. There is a sterile cockpit rule.
What does that mean?
It is.
Wait, is it a private line that's supposed to be clear of chatter and they just popped in as a prank? Yeah, it kind of seems like it.
Essentially, it is essentially the rule of all aviation. Below 10,000 feet, you must always keep it extremely and solely professional. In other words, if you're in the cockpit and you guys haven't climbed up yet, or even if you're at 7,500, you don't talk about what you're going to have for dinner tonight. It is only about the performance of the aircraft and your jobs. So I think it's fair to say that if you're on the radio barking and meowing at whatever altitude, that would be perceived as really, you know, inappropriate and in violation of the sterile cockpit rule. But one of the FAA guys I talked to today said, you know, if we find out who did it, what rule can we really cite? If they're above 10,000 feet and they're messing around on the radio, it may really end up being, if they can determine who it was, the airlines who take action against their pilot.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay.
No, thank you. The only reason this banter is newsworthy is because it fits into their moral panic narrative for getting or targeting queer people. I mean, I like 80% agree with that, I think. I'd be barking and meowing if I wasn't paid for months, just saying. Well, I feel like the pilots are paid, though. The shitty part is like air traffic control and like TSA, the guys that are like pilots are union. Right. Well, and they're also paid by these companies, right? Whereas if you are a federal employee, like working the airport itself, aren't those the ones that were not getting paid? Yeah, it's unfortunate. It feels like all the people who should get paid during a government shutdown don't get paid. And all the ones that shouldn't do. Yo, what up, guy? Good to see you. Oh, I forgot it was pilots. I thought it was air traffic. No, I think the air traffic guy was the one who was like, this is why you're flying RJ. Yeah, which is, you know, he would be, I imagine being the air traffic person, you would be frustrated. There probably is a little bit of a power struggle, power dynamic, where pilots are like seen as the king guys, but air traffic controllers are like doing the most like necessary and like less glamorous work, the like thankless work that's keeping people alive. But the pilots, you know, they're flying the plane. They think they're the kings of the sky. Pilots aren't the freaking kings of the sky. They're the shits of the sky. What do the furries do? Tell me what you do, furry. How do you make your bread, furry? The flight attendants union is why there's no longer smoking on planes. Holy shit, that is nuts. It makes sense. They would really like, yeah, they would have insane exposure to that. Surprised there wasn't more, though. I feel like everyone should be hating on that. I'm resting my case on the Jomha tattoo. If you be okay with your lawyer defending you with that on his back, then Godspeed, brother. Couldn't be me. I'm going with the argument that it's like Schrodinger's tattoo. Well, I don't know what tattoo you're describing. I don't know who that character is. I thought you were talking about the Joker. You know, if it's some hateful rhetoric or tattoos, you know, I can't say Schrodinger's tattoo. But if it's something silly like the Jonkler, I'll take it. Carne asada, rice and bean, lots of guacamole, and also cilantro. Colander. No, just good old-fashioned bad taste tattoos is what I'm arguing against. All right, well, you lost Dildo Swaggins. And I won. You can have whatever tattoo you want, even if you are a doctor.
I'm a software developer. I used to be a civil engineer.
This guy's a civil engineer and a software developer.
I love it. Thank you so much. Hi, what do you do for a living?
I'm an electrical engineer. I do power systems control.
Electrical engineering is specializing in arms systems control.
Awesome. Thank you. Hi there. What do you do for a living?
Hi, I work at an occult shop.
I love that. Thank you.
An occult shop, that one's the most predictable.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a remote political data entry.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you. Hi.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
I work at a doggy daycare.
Awesome. Thank you. Hi there. What do you do for a living?
I work as an overnight security guard.
Awesome.
That's kind of sick that they look like that and they're an overnight security guard.
Thank you. Hi, what do you do for a living?
I'm a rural mail carrier for the U.S. Postal Service.
Woohoo, thank you.
Mail carrier? That's the most normal.
Hi, what do you do for a living?
I sell real estate.
I love...
Dude, that matches so hard. Like, this fur costume and him being a real estate agent, he even gave himself the goatee. That's crazy.
Hi, what do you do for a living?
I sell real estate.
I love that. Thank you. Hi there, what do you do for a living?
So I am a software engineer by trade, so I write software.
That's so awesome. Thank you.
Oh, furries have a real estate agent problem? I don't know, man. Yeah, the whale one is kind of crazy. Dude, I did not like the real estate agent guy. Like, he's playing the role well. Like, you could take this character and put him in Zootopia as some gross, like, he's ready to go. The character's built. Why does that deer have a goatee? Because he wants to come across as a creepy guy. Like, he wants to be like a, what do you call it? A crypto bro. Not a crypto bro. That's giving him too much credit. He's more like car salesman. He wants to give car salesman vibe.
Hi there, what do you do for a living?
I am a certified mechanic, but I do receiving specialist.
All right, thank you. Hi there, what do you do for a living?
Dude, that is freaky. Okay, what do we guess this person is? I think this is... Oh, man. I'm looking at the outfit. Like, the black vest, the weird kind of, like... he's kind of doing one of the... What is it called? Poodling? Feels like a more poodling setup. Where he's got the head on, but, like, normal clothes. But, like, kind of steampunkish. What would this guy do? I think he's a medic. I think he works in the healthcare industry.
I'm a train conductor in training.
Oh, he's a train conductor in training? Dude, that's like saying you're a fucking electrician's apprentice. Don't give me that shit. Dude, a taxidermist? That's a good guess for his drip.
Awesome, thank you. Hi there, what do you...
All right, what do we think this guy does? This person does for a living? I'm gonna go back to my healthcare guess. I think this is a healthcare worker or a mortician. Do we have any guesses? I will take away one of my wins if someone guesses correctly. Retail manager? That's a good general guess.
What do you do for a living?
I work for Costco Wholesale.
Awesome.
I work for Costco. I would be their spokesperson if I could. Yeah. Fuck, man. He should have some Costco swag on. He might get in trouble for that, though. Retail? Yeah, that's true. I like the retail. Prison guard? That's a cool guess.
What do you do for a living?
Oh, my God. You think this is a barista? Oh, my God. I think this one's going to be out there. I think this one is going to be out there. No. I think they're just going to be a student. I'm a student. I'm a NEET. That's what they're going to say. I'm a NEET. Groundskeeper? That's a bartender. I think this is STEM. Game dev. Oh.
Hey,
I'm a software engineer.
I'm a software engineer. That's probably the easiest guess. If you want to get a good record on this game, just say software engineer every time. I think this is STEM. You're right, Zarbo. Fuck.
Awesome. Thank you. Hi there. What do you do for a living?
I work in retail.
Oh, I should have paused it.
Awesome.
Anyway, this guy works in retail.
Thank you. Hi.
Oh my god, that is a crazy suit. I think this person has their own like little. I think they're self-employed. What would their job title be? I think they're gonna make fursuits. Yeah. OnlyFans could be creator. These things got good ventilation. Yeah, a lot of them do. A lot of them build the masks with fans inside. All of that is thought about. So these things, a lot of them, if they're done well and people are using a full suit, it's likely that they have, you know, they've accounted for that.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a QA engineer.
Awesome.
Another engineer. Quality assurance engineer. I don't know what that means, though. Are you actually an engineer? Or are you just someone who says, yeah, shit's good to go, I tested it? Was not expecting that to be a man. I know. That's what I did the same thing.
Thank you. Hi there.
Okay. They've got a little thing here that says bad girl. I think this is a manager, a retail manager, HR manager, some kind of manager. They're a manager or something. They love having the power.
What do you do for a living?
Hi, I'm a nurse's assistant.
Fuck, I missed the healthcare. They're the opposite of a manager. They're fucking assistant.
Amazing. Hi there. What do you...
This guy's name is Arden Wolfsky. This is like that guy, the real estate agent guy. That's what this guy reminds me of. It's gonna say something like he's a life coach, a real estate agent, or like a tax guy, or a car salesman, or a landlord. Yeah, he looks like an alpha furry. I think that's the vibe that he's going for. This person is going to be some kind of content creator if they have their own name tag like that. A lot of them, that's the fun though. You got to remember that all of these guys have like custom names and they love their it's just their online identity brought into the real world, I think, for a lot of them. Blue collar welder.
What do you do for a living?
Hi, I'm a pastry chef and mixologist.
Okay, whoever said pastry chef, Kento, you pre-watched it. There's no way you guessed that authentically. Hands-on labor work.
Awesome. Thank you.
Damn. Okay, well, I judged him. I mean, I've been judging all these guys hard.
What do you guys do for a living?
Okay, what do they do for a living? Are we assuming that they do the same thing? Because I don't think they do. Or, is that you, DJ Kento? That would be fucking sick if we randomly came across you. No, I just know furries. Oh, right, because you're furry. Okay, gotcha. Kind of an interesting setup. I feel like if I want to go with the theming, these are two baristas, and they're here together. Right is barista. If I want to give an honest answer, I think one is healthcare, one is engineer. No, I worked in it, and I met a lot of furries, and I'm still chill with them. I'm chill with them. Oh, that's sick. Oh, dude, volunteering at a furry convention would actually be a lot of fun, I think.
Living.
In the Photoshop department for a school yearbook.
Woohoo!
They work in the Photoshop department for a school yearbook. I don't know. Maybe just say photography. Say a photography engineer. Call yourself an image engineer. Rich kids? Yeah, maybe. Or just say student. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. Hi there.
Oh my god, dude, it's Grumpy Cat. I'm scared. I'm scared of this one. This is gonna be a high level job. I think pilot or doctor.
What do you do for a living?
Hi, I'm a counselor and a therapist.
Amazing.
I'm fucking 0 for 20. Counselor and therapist. It's the exact pilot that was meowing. Okay, what do you think this fuzzy little fella's doing? They got the mohawk. They got a little ice cream. There's something to be said about what animals people dress up as, because in the community, that is indicative of something. It's almost like astrology, but probably more random than astrology. A vet? I'm gonna go with, I like that. Vet or barista. I think with a hair like that, I kind of want to go barista. Marketing? I always associate foxes with more horny, TBH.
Hi there. What do you do for a living?
3D animation.
Animator. Oh man, animator. That is such an animator.
I love it. Thank you.
Holy fuck. Okay. I only think you have this character if you're actually Chicano or something. Does that give me an indication though of what career they would have? Barber? Artist? This is a delivery driver. I'm gonna say USPS, not UPS. This is a government worker here.
Hi there. What do you do for a living?
I'm a sports videographer.
I love it.
A sports videographer. We suck at this.
Thank you. Hi.
That is this a fish? See, she's got her own, or they've got their own badge down here. Oh, it is a fish, like a swordfish. That's weird. You gotta be a weird person to have a fish as an educator. I don't know. I think this is a teacher. Yeah, they got a lot of very like punk aesthetic. It's gonna be something soft. That's what I'm thinking. Cause this is their outlet. You know, they're being all the things that they can't normally be. Very punk, you know, punk swordfish. I think, what is the opposite of a punk swordfish? It's just gonna be like, I think a teacher is a really good guess. A cop. Maybe a cop. Yeah, Breeze.
Hi there. What do you do for a living?
I work as a teller for a credit union.
A teller for a credit union. I was not expecting that. It is kind of the opposite of this vibe. Yeah. A banker, basically. Interesting. Yeah. A very boring, like, work life. Or very, like, very gray. But, yeah, very different. Furry identity.
Thank you. Hi there.
Okay, this character's name is Lightning Flash. Man, the horse ones, the little My Little Pony ones, they scare me. I'm gonna say software engineer. I think that's such a good, easy guess. I gotta win one of these. Software engineer. I'm hoping for a machinist. I'm trying to think if there's anything that could give me an indication for something further. I think when someone has some like tech on them, like vlogging here, he's got like a camera on their chest. Like, that could indicate, like, some work from home shit, I feel like. So I like the idea of engineer.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an electronic computer engineer.
Electronic computer engineer. Okay, I'll give myself half a point. I said software engineer. It seems like more of a hardware type of fella.
Love it. Thank you. Hi there. What do you do for a living?
Okay, this is a different type. This is a bird person. This is a bird person. They're a bird because in real life, they cannot spread their wings. They cannot, their regular job, they cannot soar over. They're not a predator as well. This is a predator bird, I'm thinking. So in real life, they are more, I don't think they have a power position. I think they're an underling, and I think that they don't have a lot of freedom. I think they're going to be an Amazon warehouse worker. How they phrase what they do is up to them. You can say that you're a box engineer or something like that. Oh, military. Retired military. I was feeling that. I think this is a zookeeper.
Hi, I'm a software engineer.
I love
God damn it. Everyone's a fucking software engineer. Is this like the crabs thing? Every furry ends up being a software engineer?
Thank you. Hi there. What do you do for a...
Or they're poodling it. I think they're in motorsports. Software engineer? Nah, I think they're in mechanic. I think they're gonna be a mechanic. What'd you say, Kento? When I said IT earlier, I meant information tech. Seriously, so many furries working in computing. It's a well-known thing. I see. This could potentially be a griffin. Oh, the last one? Yeah.
living?
I am currently in college to become a clinical psychologist.
Well, they're in school, but yeah, they're working to become a psychologist.
Love it. Thank you.
We're way off.
Hi there. What do you do for...
That's a... Oh, wow. This is Clover. I think it's a reptile? No. No, it's just like a green mammal, I think. Is it a green mammal? You think yoga instructor? I think, physical therapist. Front-facing eyes of a predator. Okay.
For a living.
I'm a rural mail carrier for the United States Postal Service.
Mail carrier. Did anyone say mail carrier? Based.
I love it. Thank you. Hi there.
Oh my god. Okay. They're a big impish dog. They got happy eyes, which means in real life which means in real life they aren't very happy. And they show a greater range of emotion in real life. Tiny hat? No, those are spikes, I think. I'm not sure what this creature is. A chocolatier? Okay, I like that guess. We're gonna go with chocolatier. I like how specific that is.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a fursuit maker and an animator by trade.
I love it.
Fursuit maker and animator. Raptor got it. Animator. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, that's a really good expressive suit, so I could see it.
Thank you.
You gotta ask...
Hi there, what do you do?
You gotta ask him something more personal. What do we think this one is? This is a horse? Well, like a Christmas-themed horse? Trainer of some kind? Hairstylist? Nah. I think HR. HR or teacher? This is giving me teacher vibes.
Do for a living.
Hi, I'm Cracker Jack. I'm a scientist.
I love it. Thank you.
I'm a scientist. We need more specificity. You could be... So many people can label themselves as a scientist.
Oh, hi there. What do you...
Oh, no. Oh, no. This one wants to be evil. This one asks for you to call it daddy or something like that. The bad boy. I'm bad boy. I'm gonna go with an out there guess. I think he's a professional comedian.
do for a living?
Hi there. I'm a stagehand and lighting designer for regional theater, opera, dance, and all sorts of corporate stuff.
What?
Theater operator. Okay, well, I was kind of close. I was getting the right vibe. Very good. Yo, what up, Tracy Minaj? Furry is so weird. Furry can be weird, yeah. He had me until he said corporate. I know, right? But it's still cool.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi there. What do you do for...
I want one of them to just say, I'm just a mom, and I love being a mom. An animator? Yeah, could be. They seem ready to spit it out. Whatever it is. Some they'd be really proud of. Biologist. I think they're a biologist. IT? Yeah, the thing on the head is super cool.
For a living?
I am the general manager of a U-Haul.
Wonderful, thank you.
You're welcome.
Man, general manager at U-Haul. A U-Haul store. A U-Haul location. What? Yeah, you know, U-Haul? They give you trucks to haul your shit.
Hi there, what do you...
I'm bad at this. Meme cuisine... Everyone's bad at this. Just start saying software engineer. You'll get it right most of the time. Or say IT. That's even better. IT is better. Works at Hot Topic. That's based on something. I mean, this is a bat, right? It's like a blood bat. Retired military. Most of these really high-end fursuits are like 2 to 5K in cost. That really tells you who has money or how important it is to them. That's true. I guess you can get the... Ooh, that's a thought. You get the mask made. That's what you can afford. Okay. I'm going to assume everyone who has a full suit is animator or IT. And anyone who doesn't have the full suit is a barista or a mail carrier. Although mail carriers make a good amount. I'm going to say mail here. Mail carrier.
You do for a living?
I'm a pharmacy technician.
Great, thank you.
Okay, pharmacy technician. I'm going to put that in the lineup.
Hi there, what do you do for...
This one's kind of sick. Is this like a weird Zamboomafoo dragon? It's got whiskers. Thick whiskers. I do construction. I'm a general contractor. Yeah, I like that, Raptor. A general contractor. No, doctor?
For a living?
I'm a long-term care pharmacy technician.
Long-term care pharmacy technician. Okay, well, anyone who said doctor or something like that, I don't know if I count STEM. STEM is way too general.
Love it, thank you. Hi.
Although maybe that's how we should be playing the game. Like, divide things up into broader categories. Like, the categories are manager, STEM, student, and other. That person has to work with kids. This one? Or they got an imagination? Come on now. It's a real happy-go-lucky dog character. Pediatric doctor. Oh, I like that one. Oh, right, and the boring one. I like the boring ones. I'm a bank teller. That's gonna be... Or I work in financial services. I like that.
Hi there, what do you do for a living? I'm a fursuit maker. Woohoo, thank you.
That explains.
Oh, hi there, what do you do for...
That's a another category I gotta remember. I feel like animator and fursuit maker should go in the same category. This one's sick. I love the little mottled spots around the eyes. That's very cool. It wouldn't shock me if this person was a fursuit maker as well. I think this is a medicine. This is a medicine person for sure. You're looking that hard, you're in medicine. Something in music, vet.
For a living.
I work at Starbucks, I DJ, and I do art.
Great,
all right. Yeah, may as well be a kick streamer. I work at Starbucks, I DJ, and I do art.
Thank you.
All right, we'll do one more. This is for all the Marlboros people.
Hi there, what do you...
Okay, this is a giant, like, moth. That's crazy. What do moths do? Moths do IT. Yeah, moth IT. Moth IT. I love this one. This one is sick. Very different.
For a living.
I'm a freelance artist.
Beautiful, thank you.
Welcome.
Hi there, what do
Artist. God damn it. We're not getting any of these right.
you do for a living?
Baker. They're a baker. They bake bread in the back. They don't have enough money for the full suit. They're not IT. Not IT. They make the sandwiches, and they call it baking.
I do private security, but I do IT on the side.
Great.
IT on the side. Security.
Thank you. Hi there. What do you do for a living?
This one works in the adult entertainment industry. What that means, we can only speculate.
Oh, I'm a tax accountant.
Thank you. Hi there. What do you do?
What does this one do for a living? Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. Accounting was code for OnlyFans. I'm gonna go with mail carrier again.
For a living.
Hi, I'm Scrumpet. I'm an HR manager at a temp agency.
Great. Thank you. Hi.
Scrumpet. Scrumpet's an HR manager at a temp agency. Hello, Scrumpet.
Hi there. What
Okay, so my first instinct is that we got another HR manager or some sort of retail person, but I'm going to do the opposite of that. I'm going to say software engineer.
What do you do for a living?
I do AV tech support.
Great. Thank you. Hi there.
AV tech support, software engineer, same shit.
What do you do for a
Goof, bank teller, a dealer at a casino. This looks like a mascot for a team, like the Bobcats, like the colors and everything. It probably doesn't matter, but it might have some. There might be some influence there. Men's rights activist. That's what I think he does as his job.
for a living?
I'm an IT specialist.
Thank you.
An IT specialist.
Hi there. What do you do for a living?
Dude, this is a fucking lawyer. This is a lawyer. This is a criminal defense attorney. Straight up. Oh, they're doing it at a casino? Oh, I see.
We'll do this, we'll do that. A lot of engineering.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Engineering.
Hi there. What do you do for a living?
Adult shit. Accountant.
Hi, I'm actually starting to be an EMT.
Awesome. Thank you.
An EMT, dude? That's crazy. Okay, who was it? Dildo Swaggins? Dildo Swaggins, would you want this person resuscitating you? Or would you care about that? Dildo was the one who said they want a new surgeon if their surgeon has the Jonkler tattooed on them. I'm like, what about this? They have to wear the mesh top? With those titties, I'd allow this person at least has taste.
Oh, hi there. What do you do for a living?
Well, that's a fun little game. Oh my God. Wait a minute. We have to guess this
Hi there.
one.
What do you
Not
do
this
for
one.
a living? I
There's a big, like, pistol shrimp.
A funeral director and an embalmer.
I
I would have never guessed funeral director and embalmer. What?
love it. Thank
It is bluey as well.
you. Hi there. What do you do for a living?
A cult shop owner.
I'm a special effects model maker and a full-time fursuit maker.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Hi there. What do you do for a
Serial killer.
living? Oh my God.
I'm a sandwich artist for Subway. Dude, that's awesome. Okay, this person's suit is fucking incredible. Especially for them being a sandwich artist.
Gosh, thank you.
Look at that. That's next level.
Hi there.
Holy
What do you do?
shit. I'm a criminal defense attorney. What vibe are we feeling? Like, what would be the exact wrong thing for this guy to say, right? I'm a daycare worker. Guy or gal? Yeah, I know. I'm saying guy, but I don't know who the hell is in any of these costumes. I'm a massage therapist. Pest control. Dude, pest control would be crazy. Okay. I don't think anyone could predict what it is. But I'm gonna go with the tried and true. IT. I work in IT.
For a living.
I'm an MRI technologist.
I love it.
An MRI technologist.
Thank you.
I work at a conservative political think tank is an awesome answer.
Hi there. What do you do?
A lot of these people can lie. They should. They really should. Yo, what up, John Wrong?
Do for a living.
I'm a full-time education student, bakery associate, and fursuit maker.
Wow, cool. Thank
Okay,
you.
that's a lot.
Hi there.
Okay, I gotta get out of here. No more. I'm done with the fursuits. We love the furries. We have tremendous respect for the furries. A lot of them are engineers. Fursuit maker, that's not a real job. Hey, man. That is a real job, especially when you're asking at a convention full of fursuits. I think it's one of those things that you can get in the way of thinking that, like, well, there's got to be a cap. There's got to be a limit to the amount of people who would like purchase a fursuit off of you. But like any community, you know, it's constantly growing. There's new people introduced to it. So you got, you know, you got the client base ever evolving. And, you know, a lot of people think that it's, when it's like a new thing, it might not last. You know what I mean? Like, I think the first person who did a escape room, everyone was probably being like, what the fuck? But now it's a global phenomenon. People will pay to escape. Yeah, that's good. I support it. I support it. But now I'm going to pee. Say empathy enjoyer.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.